Hi guys, just going through a basket weave taping for the ankle today. So this is a taping that's best used for an acute ankle sprain, when it's new. If you've done a decent job of an ankle sprain, it's going to bleed, it's going to bruise, it's going to be quite swollen and fat, and so the basket weave taping is just good to help apply that compression to sort of help clear the bruising and reduce the swelling. It can be used in place of an ankle stability taping, but it's sort of not very specific for that, and it uses a lot more tape than you need to use for that. So it's best used just on a fresh ankle sprain. So we've got our patient who's sprained his ankle playing basketball last night. It's quite bruised and swollen around the lateral malleolus, the knobbly bit on the outside of the ankle there. And so I've just applied a horseshoe of Leukofoam around the lateral malleolus and a bit of underwrap just around his ankle to make it more comfortable for him. You can apply this taping with just the underwrap and not the Leukofoam. You can apply it with just the Leukofoam, not the underwrap, and you can apply it just by itself. But the Leukofoam is just helpful to really squeeze the swelling out, and the underwrap just makes it a bit more comfortable for the patient, less likely to get a skin reaction, and less painful pulling the hairs out as he takes the tape off. So what you want to do is apply an anchor, same as you would for an ankle stability taping, just around the shin, sort of a quarter of the way up, and roughly where the Achilles tendon sort of starts to blend with the calf. So if you go too low, it'll just cut into that Achilles tendon. And so with this anchor, just make sure it's not on too tight. It's just there for other bits of tape to stick to. Then you're going to do a second anchor, about halfway around the foot. And again, don't want to be too tight with this, it's just there for the next bits of tape to stick to. Okay, so then you're going to do stirrups this way, actually going from inside to outside, and then you're going to do stirrups around that way, and you're going to alternate between the two. Keep moving forward with these stirrups, and keep moving upwards with these stirrups until you get all the way to the top and all the way to the front. Okay? So stirrup around the outside, just on the back end of the knobbly bit there, the medial malleolus. Come around and up just the back side of the lateral malleolus there, and stick it down so it's nice and flat, no creases. Then just go from the inside, round the back of the heel, stick it there, tap it down so it looks nice and neat. Then just sort of half overlap from your previous stirrup up here. And come at the same spot on the other side. Same thing, just half overlap the tape, moving up slightly, go around and back to this side, and just keep working your way doing that. As you come towards the front here, you can just stick the two bits of tape together rather than attach them separately to that anchor. And the same with these ones, they'll just attach together at the front. Okay, so I reckon one more of each will do it. And these last two bits will just lock off the ends of the other bits of tape to make sure it's stuck there nicely, it doesn't start peeling off. Pat down any creases. And that's it. So the patient should have this on for no longer than 48 hours. If it is getting itchy, then they should take it off before then, and they should try to leave it as long as possible without getting wet, just to reduce the chance of a skin irritation. And the patient should be aware as well that when they take the tape off, particularly if it's got that leucofoam over the lateral malleolus, it's going to look weird. The bruising is going to be pushed to different places, and the skin's going to be white and creasy and yucky looking when they first take it off, but that should clear pretty quickly.